Today, Engadget goes to Washington as the White House plans to reveal a sweeping AI executive order. But before we get into that, Lexus showed off a pair of EV concept cars at the Tokyo Mobility Show designed to highlight its electrified future. The first is the LF-ZC concept designed to go into production next year and includes wild features like using the steering wheel for racing games. The other is the LF-ZL flagship that represents the future vision of the brand, Toyota said in a press release. The luxury Toyota sub-brand is committed to becoming fully electric by 2035, and the LF-ZC will be a big part of that with a market launch by 2026. Unlike Honda's Prelude concept that looks nearly production-ready, however, the LF-ZC looks more like a showcase for ideas than a real car. Some of those ideas include more versatile vehicle packaging that minimizes core components. That will improve performance, according to Toyota, allowing for a low center of gravity, steer-by-wire, and an all-wheel drive powertrain. The company is also focusing on aerodynamics, promising drag coefficient of just 0.2, while still allowing for a wide stance. The design is certainly eye-catching, but is unlikely to bear any resemblance to the final production vehicle. The Biden administration is reportedly set to unveil a broad executive order on artificial intelligence next week. According to the Washington Post, the White House's sweeping order would use the federal government's purchasing power to enforce requirements on AI models before government agencies can use them. The order is reportedly scheduled for Monday, October 30th, 2 days before an international AI safety summit in the UK. The order will allegedly require advanced AI models to undergo a series of assessments before federal agencies can adopt them. In addition, it would ease immigration for highly skilled workers, which was heavily restricted during the Trump administration. Federal agencies, including the Defense Department, Energy Department, and intelligence branches, would also have to assess how they might incorporate AI into their work. The report notes that the analyses would emphasize strengthening the nation's cyber defenses. On Tuesday evening, the White House reportedly sent invitations for a safe, secure, and trustworthy artificial intelligence event for Monday, October 30th, hosted by President Biden. The Washington Post indicates that the executive order isn't finalized and details could still change. Meanwhile, European officials are working on AI regulations across the Atlantic, aiming for a finalized package by the end of the year. The U.S. Congress is also in the earlier stages of drafting AI regulations. Senator Charles Schumer, Democrat from New York, hosted AI leaders on Tuesday at the second AI Insights Forum. AI regulation is currently one of the most buzzed about topics in the tech world. Generative AI has rapidly advanced in the last 2 years as image generators like Midjourney and DALL-E 3 emerged, producing convincing photos that could be disseminated for disinformation and propaganda, as some political campaigns have already done. Meanwhile, OpenAI's ChatGPT, Anthropic's Claude, Google's Bard, and other advanced large language model LLM chatbots have arguably sparked even more concern, allowing anyone to compose fairly convincing text passages while answering questions that may or may not be truthful. There are even AI models for cloning celebrities' voices. In addition to misinformation and its potential impact on elections, generative AI also sparks worries about the job market, especially for artists, graphic designers, developers, and writers. Several high-profile media outlets, most infamously CNET, have been caught using AI to compose entire error-ridden articles with only the thinnest of disclosures. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show featured journalism by Gadget contributors Steve Dent and Will Shanklin and was produced by Spoken Layer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and we'll talk more tomorrow.
Spoken Layer.